reason why Singaporeans feel like they are NPC, right? Like life in Singapore is kind of scripted. Yes, please expand on unspoken rules. When a company hire you, then it's like, hey, help us, family.
I got one really weird reflect. I knew a guy who was a lawyer. He told me this: if the law firm advertises that there's a in the office, don't work for them.
What's wrong being an NPC? You know, just do your standard job and then whatever free time you have, claim as much free time as you have and lead the life you want in your free time.
It sounds like an ego issue.
Like, well, I want to like one up you, I want to do better than you.
Exactly, they're constantly comparing themselves to someone else.
This past week, right, I saw on Reddit this post, pretty interesting, so I thought we should do a podcast episode about it. So the post basically states that anyone feels that they are an NPC in Singapore. Ooh. So as a HR professional, I noticed a growing trend during exit interviews. Employees are leaving not just for better pay or benefit, but for freedom. Freedom from feeling just like another cog in a machine. So one recent conversation left a lasting impression. An employee told me he felt like an NPC, a non-playable character, simply going through the motions day after day. For 6 years, he never complained. He showed up, did his work, delivered. He joined the company at 31, now 37, meaning 6 years in the company. His salary grew from 4.2k to 7.2k, which is a lot actually. With one promotion on his third year. He's single, lives a modest lifestyle and spends 1.5k a month. Recently, he realized he could afford to step away from work and live with his parents. Eventually, the parents' home will be his. So then he said something that cut deeper. Our company is publicly listed but largely family owned. The CEO's son recently joined as management trainee. Watching that, he came to a sobering conclusion. No matter how hard he worked, his endpoint might only be the starting line for somebody else. And for him, that made it all feel pointless. And then he said, I'm done being an NPC. That sounds like a fairy tale, man. Like somebody tell the HR, hey, I don't want to feel like an NPC. Or is that a very Gen Z thing? I don't know.
Actually, you know what?
As a millennial, I won't tell my boss, hey, I want to quit because I feel like an NPC. And then my boss will be like, what the F is an NPC? You know, most likely, right?
That's true. That's true.
Actually, let's touch on the one thing at the end. Like his end point is someone else's start point.
Yeah. So what, no more meritocracy.
No, to me that sounds like you are comparing yourself to others. Where
and that's bad.
Yeah, and that's bad because like sure their start point is your end point, but does it matter? Are you unhappy because someone else start further ahead? Because there's always someone that's going to start further ahead. And there's always going to be someone that starts way further back than you. He is far more privileged than most people. Not to say most people, he's far more privileged than a good chunk of people who have a lot of like issues in life. Right? Then he's looking up at people who have even less issues, even more privilege, and like, wow, how useless is my life? I've got nothing to care because like this guy can start 10 years ahead of me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of pissed at the head start that somebody else's.
It's like
kind of like born with, you know what I mean?
Like you play a board game and then you realize somebody else is cheating and you don't play it.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know, how will you deal with this? Or like, to me, in my opinion, it's like, what the hell, I'm getting 7.2k a month. Might as well, it's like, I'm not losing anything, right?
Yeah, that's true. 7.2k is
exactly
pretty good.
Actually no, I don't know. So to you, like, what is a good endpoint? Like where you can look at it and be like, oh, okay, you know.
You mean
what?
in a what? Day job sense or in a life sense?
Anything in a sense, like how much money.
That means on your deathbed, on your deathbed.
My deathbed.
Not say on your deathbed, but like enough for you to be like, you know what, my life is pretty good. Like I don't need to chiong harder to get stuff.
Yeah, actually I did a lot of podcasts, right, and a lot of people tell me $7,000 a month in Singapore is a good number. This guy's 7.2k, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But he need to work lah.
Yeah.
But now he can chill already with his savings and whatever, and he's going to inherit the house from the family, right? So you just like rather don't work and do whatever the hell he want.
So you say 7,000 is good enough.
Yeah.
And you?
I mean, that's like your job getting 7.2 a month, right? But you're talking about the end point is in like I got enough money in my retirement fund.
No, it's like just at some point you'll be like like right now, right? What would you possibly achieve that would make you go, I feel better. I don't feel like I need to struggle in life. I don't need to put in so much more effort and suffer. I can relax a bit.
Yeah, correct.
Then I would say like having a higher salary would be like pretty comfortable.
But it has to balance, right? Because you have a high ass salary and you have a
then
difficult ass job, right?
Yeah,
Then you don't have time
exactly,
to do the
that's
fun
true,
stuff,
that's true.
right?
yeah, that's the thing. It's like how will you balance it?
Yeah.
Because like how people will describe being rich, right?
Yeah.
Need not only be wealth related, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can be rich with time, where you have time to do the things that you love, be with the people that you love, and still like get a
But for
moderate
yourself,
amount of money.
what's your number? Do you have a number or you know number?
Do you have a goal or target?
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
like a number that you want?
For me, it's like 7,000 pop.
Yeah,
Done.
I think
I don't even think about it really. Simple.
that range are like 7,000,
7,000 plus. I need weekends.
7,000
Yes.
plus week. Okay.
like enough time for you to do the things that you love. Like I mean, for me, like I love DJing, I love music, right? So of course, like, I want to have my time to do, like be it like making music or even spinning at gigs that I kind of like enjoy being at lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is recently why I also feel very guilty when I try to come up with a turntablism routine after 5 years, right? I'm like, oh my god, I feel so guilty, and like, is my time well spent? Like, you know, and I'm sweating my balls off trying to practice the routine, you know.
Like, it feels like you're picking up off a point, right, where you like
Like,
just let go for like don't know how many, like as you say, what, 5 years?
it's not that. It's not like, you
But
know,
the skills still retain inside you somehow.
it's not even about the skills. It's about like, now I'm building my career, right? Should I be spending this 1 hour, right, searching for more clients and more sales, or spending this 1 hour to come up with a turntablism routine that will net me $0?
Oh.
You know, I have not reached the number yet where I like, you know. So that's why I feel like the arts it's a luxury lah.
Yes,
To
definitely.
do arts is a very luxurious thing lah. You don't even think about your money, don't even think about your mortgage, don't even think about your whatever, expenditure or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because right now we are still chonging to earn that money, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like people who pursue the arts, right? Like most of them, not everyone, or most of them probably had like a head start, like a kind of financial foundation before they even started. Be it they came up with it themselves, or like they earned it from somewhere else lah.
So some of the replies inside that Reddit, right, linked to this point, right? They are saying that the problem with work culture in Singapore, right, it leaves too little free time. So most of us OT, right, just to make the extra, you know, OT salary 1.5 times, 2 times, 3 times salary, right, just to, you know, off day, rest day, OT, right. That when we finally have free time, right, we all don't know what to do, and then we engage in brain rot, and then suddenly, oh shit, Monday again. Right?
Yeah, like doom scrolling, non-stop.
So what do you think? What do you think is a way to like combat this? Because we don't have free time before, right? Then now suddenly give you, okay, now you got a free time. Now you got a free day. Then you're like, shit, what to do?
The thing is that I think a lot of people already have free time. Like people have a lot more free time than they think they do.
Okay, yeah, give me some examples. Like what?
So like, people love to complain that I work OT, right? But some of this OT is self-inflicted. Like you purposely stay back, you rush for deadlines when realistically speaking, you could just choose not to do it. Just choose not to do it. Choose not to rush. You know, let's say you start a job, right? If you chung every deadline and then like you work overtime all the time, right? That's the level of expectation people expect out of you. But if you're very strict about, oh, okay, I end at this time, then employers tend to be like, oh, this guy, he'll never work after hours. He won't pick up a call after hours, so don't bother.
So is that what Singaporeans fear? Like later your boss will be like, hey, you're underperforming, and sort of squeeze you dry.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people are scared to do that. But I think the newer generation of people are not that scared.
They're voicing out
Whack only.
kind of like
because I recently had a HR talk to us, talk to me. Like it's like an informal performance review, and then he revealed one thing that like a lot of the younger generations of people, right, like the Gen Zs, all that, they have very little company loyalty. So there is very little negotiation power on their side to demand people to stay longer, to work harder, to do more. It's like either we pay you more, or we set this as the hours. Right? So it seems like there is a shift on people moving towards respecting the boundaries of work hours. Yeah, it's I think only like certain industries like finance that they don't give a shit. They want you to work 12 hours, but you don't get OT pay, that kind of stuff.
I remember I have a friend, right? His nickname is GPA 10 because he got double degree both 5, and then his first job was internship at Stanchart or something.
Okay.
Internship pays like 9,000 something. I don't even know how the fuck is it so high. And then after that, right, he eventually got full time, right, 13,000, right, per month, starting pay, right. And then his job required him to stay in the office for 14 hours. Then I don't even bother to go home Monday to Friday. I just bring sleeping bag. What the fuck?
So he just sleeps in the office.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just then wake up straight away work already. Why travel home and everything?
Wow.
Yeah, fucking intense. So I guess right now, like the rebellion of Gen Z and the millennials, even people like us, we're also sick of this kind of like NPC, life lah. That we are like trying to reclaim back our time lah. I think like Australia is doing it very well because pre-COVID, like 7 years ago, I DJ'd once at Melbourne, Alhambra, and then right, you notice all the shops close at 5 p.m.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they never mind, I don't need to earn. I just want to go back and spend family time, that kind of mentality. Yeah. Whereas if Singaporean is like can open 24 hours, you open 24 hours already. Anytime you want to eat duck rice, the guy there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like fuck family time. Earn money more important.
It's like in a sense like, oh thanks. It's like you know what you're signing up for, what I mean? That kind of thing. Like if you're gonna be employed into a place where you have to OT, then like how to say, they already kind of like explain to you like, okay, this is what we do. Then if you're signing up for it, you got to be prepared for it. But the unspoken rules, I feel, are the more like dangerous ones.
Example, yes, please, expand on unspoken rules. When a company hire you, then it's like, hey, help family
so all the red flags I heard before is like, when they say, oh, we are a family, that's the one of the scary.
We are family. Die.
Oh, I got one really weird red flag. So I knew a guy who was a lawyer. And he told me this: if the law firm advertises that there's a shower in the office, don't work for them because they'll expect you to bathe in the morning.
24 hours catering.
Yeah, you're basically there 24 hours and then you sleep there, right? Then they say you got shower, you go shower before you start work. So they're expecting their employees to shower at office so that they can keep working.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then start to give you office uniform or don't need to go home buy clothes, you just all wear the same shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, but like how would you even like live such a life? Like sleeping in the office, like your life will be just work.
Yeah, it is. That's why a lot
if
of
you
people
love what you do, okay, maybe it ain't that bad.
No, a lot of these people are not doing this out of love. They're doing it out of the idea that if they achieve a certain level of salary, right, they will achieve some level of self-actualization.
Yeah.
Which does not happen. That will never happen. A bigger house doesn't give you self-actualization. It just makes you feel less.
I mean, it's more cleaning.
More cleaning.
Yes, actually that's true. A big house you have to clean a lot.
Yeah. I think it's really like about like for example, right, as a DJ, right, professionally all my life, right, like so many times your relative give you that side eye as compared to somebody else doing a normal job. Yeah. And then I have all my cousins, they are all like property agent earning big bucks. Then you're like, why are you not into this kind of like proper job, finance or whatever?
Every Chinese thing.
Recently, just like 20-30 podcasts ago, I did a podcast with a lawyer. He said that, hey, luckily I'm a lawyer, but our parents are always trying to force us into these kind of positions, right? There's only 4 kinds of child. You're either a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or loser or something like that.
A failure.
Failure.
So that seems to tie in with the whole NPC thing.
Right. Everybody's early childhood, their progression by BTO, everything is the same. It's every Singaporean is a template.
Singaporeans tend to have a template.
One of the comments is saying, ask most single working adults what their 5 to 9, not 9 to 5, what their 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. is like, right? It's the same. They will gym, they will Netflix, they will eat, they will work, they will sleep. That's it.
Wow, that sounds...
oh shit, relatable.
No. I mean like, because like coming from like the DJ industry, okay, of course like your weekends will be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But maybe weekday might have certain similarities.
Yeah, ask him what his weekend is like.
Alright, what do you do?
He will just break from the norm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like for example, every Singaporean has that standard NPC, I wake up,
formula.
I go to work, I watch Netflix, I sleep. Same shit, right? And then weekend is just raw. I don't know how the weekend go, and then weekend gone, and then suddenly Monday again. Wow, his one is damn different. He'll I go learn archery, I go learn Russian. Like he will just insert thing to break the pattern,
Yeah, okay, like I do have certain patterns, but this is just to maintain my life. So wake up in the morning on Saturdays, clean my room, do all the chores, go to the market,
Take out a
buy
part-time
food.
degree.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean now
Then go club hop 4 places. Then next day wake up early in the morning, go watch F1 IMAX.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Ah,
then,
shit.
throughout the whole day, right? It's just whatever I can fill it up with. So then
But
usually
do you plan
it's-
ahead or you just like in the spur of the moment?
sometimes it's planned
Mix,
ahead.
mix.
So people come to me. I find people. So if got events, I'll go. If got stuff, I'll just do. Like then
Okay.
then these days I fill it up with like lessons. Then now my weekdays are gonna be filled up with lessons. Yeah, I don't know what
I
else
see.
gonna do.
So weekdays gonna be filled up with lessons.
Yeah,
and
because I'm doing
night-
part-time degree now.
I see.
Yay.
Yeah. Sometimes I aspire to be him because right now as I wake up, day job, revelry, sleep. Wake up, day job, revelry, sleep. It's like forever, And then like, I need more new experiences, right? So I can like broaden my horizon as well. Luckily, right, my revelry thing is about podcast, talking to people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine I produce music. Wow, literally, I'm just locked in a room right all day, right? Which is like for a big part of my life, 12, 13 years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's where the club hopping comes in.
Wow, revenge clubbing, bro.
Yeah, revenge.
What is
clubbing.
revenge clubbing? What is revenge clubbing?
Something that I
Not-
missed out on.
Yeah.
Not helping them.
Yeah.
Keep pushing to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So effective. Okay, another comment says like effectively your day would be basically your day would consist of 55% work, 33% sleep because you sleep. Let's just say you sleep 8 hours. If you actually sleep 8 hours, then 10-20% of the time left, right, you left very little personal energy, which is why, right, I think this generation introduced us to this word called sabbatical.
wow.
No, sabbatical has always been a thing. It's just
It's more. I don't even know what sabbatical is until like maybe pre-COVID or after COVID. It's like more common. Last time it's like hiatus or something.
Okay, so-
career break.
so I think the history of the word sabbatical, right, is usually means like you do
Academically, right?
like a religious pilgrimage to somewhere.
yeah.
So like
Okay.
you take the year off to do a pilgrimage to somewhere, and then you go there, you pray, then you come back, and then that's like your sabbatical. Actually, you know what? Let me check the etymology in case I got it wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, like right now, mostly people use it for like their mental health and all that, right?
Correct.
You're gonna be working in an environment where like, wow, you're heavily pressured by everything.
Yeah, and especially so now in the times of AI, ChatGPT 5 is just out. It's more powerful than ever. So it really like alleviate us from all the mechanical work that right now, right, the only differentiating factor between you and your peers is your idea, what kind of prompt you can give, how creative you are.
Yeah.
Because like for example, who can fold 100 wonton, done with the days already, alright? Now got like automation, everything already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So sabbatical is basically a day of rest for forgiveness and paying your sins, that kind of stuff. So the sabbatical has like pushed to a year of rest. So that's where it comes from. So but it's real religious connotations.
I mean, it's like goodbye, right?
Yeah, it's like
God be with you.
God be with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like a much needed break from like the hustle and bustle, you know what I mean?
So another reason why Singaporeans feel like they are NPC, right? Another reply say that it seems like, do you feel like life in Singapore is kind of scripted? Where it's like your parents tell you have to do this, or rather it's implemented that, okay, go Apple Tree, go K1, go primary school. And then homeschooling is like weird.
It is scripted, but this is not unusual for other countries. Like generally speaking, your first 16 years are all school. Everyone does school.
Dude, overseas they got the hood, bro. We don't have the hood.
No, we do have the hood.
Really, man?
Yeah, we do.
It's smaller, I guess.
We
Not so
like,
known.
like we do have ghettos in Singapore.
Yeah.
Boon Lay was a ghetto that I grew up in.
Boon Lay Nasi Lemak.
Yeah, actually no, it is like
Yeah.
like okay, we do have like the
ghettos of
hood, like
Singapore.
the
I think
ghettos.
small, so also quite hard.
Yeah, it's quite small.
Small, then the government managed very well.
But generally speaking, everyone does generally grow up and have the same thing. It's just that in Singapore, right, we are the equivalent of a tiny, like a small town. So small towns, right? Everyone tends to grow up together, and then it's like you imagine you saw your class bully, and then now you all study together for like 16 years, yeah, and then when you're like 24, you left your hometown for college or university, and then you come back and then you're like 24, then like you still see the same bully, but maybe now he's like working as a police officer or that kind of stuff, bullying minorities. He went from bullying here to bullying minorities. Then can you like clearly see that guy.
Transferable skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, transferable skills.
Wow.
What the hell? Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of lived that life, like school bully, and then eventually, after 6-7 years, then go to university, then end up go to university together, and then now he's like asking me how to do homework and stuff, you know. Yeah, so it's like how the roles have reversed.
Yeah,
so exactly like what you say, proximity, right? Small country, then everybody influence each other's behavior more as compared to large country.
Yeah, so like large countries, you have people coming from like the city, the countryside, the rural sides, different cities around, like in other countries got different traditions, behaviors. So when people come together, they tend to have different backgrounds and different
like different walks of life.
Like Singapore versus United States.
Like if an American came to Singapore to study university, that's why university sometimes can feel like very unique, very, very fun, because you work with a lot of people that don't have the same background as you, and it's a lot more challenging, but it's also a lot more enriching.
Yeah, he grew up from a farm, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, different.
Yeah.
And the comment goes on to say that, right, SG feels predetermined because is it from PSLE to HDB to CPF then to DEF, you know, all the acronyms, right? Yeah.
They're doing profiling before you even hit a certain age.
But in my opinion, I feel like that is the safe way of running a country to ensure growth. Make sure everybody standardize, you know, take the safe way, right? So you have like a higher percentage of like everybody, you know. But if the government let everybody freestyle, right, then some might succeed very well and others might fail very badly. And then overall the country, the average is actually very bad.
Actually, I would say the only thing that the government actually planned out quite strongly is the housing system. So you can say that school is a standard planning, that every country has planning for school. The only the biggest difference I think Singapore has is that HDB is planned. Your housing is actually planned. So because it is planned, right, people are able to follow it through. And because housing is something that you own for 20-30 years, it's very easy to go from like, oh, okay, I graduate at 25. I plan my housing. To plan my housing is plan the next 30 years. So 25 plus 30, you're 55 already. So your entire life is already planned based off your house.
Speaking about house, I saw another Reddit say that, right? What if you're homeless? How do you find place to bathe? There's literally a Reddit of people talking that. Okay, go swimming pool.
I think I saw that thread.
And then they're talking about housing. Like housing in Singapore is like so rigid. You must be 35 years old, then you can buy a house. If not, you're forced to get married. And then you married, right? You also don't know whether you marry the right person or not. They end up split, then problem, you know. So that's also another flaw. I mean, there's no such thing as a foolproof plan, to be honest. Yeah.
Actually, that's a sad thing. So I was like talking to a bunch of people, like I was talking to the socialist side of like the internet.
Whoa, socialists in Singapore?
No,
Reddit?
not in Singapore. It's just on Reddit. Like a bunch of people who are also socialists.
What the
hell?
hell?
It's like, we were like talking about how, like, you know, nobody in their right mind, right, would deny a free house.
Would deny
They will deny and say, no, I don't want the free house. Not good enough. And then they walk away. And then I realized, right, that Singaporeans are the only people that will actually do that.
Wait, what? How? Why? I don't understand.
Because this is something that the government has also been trying to do, which is if you apply for BTO, you cannot say no to the house you've been given. If not, you'll be severely penalized.
But you can choose the location.
You can choose the location.
You can choose the floor.
Yes. But
they'll give you the block or something.
Yeah, no, it's just you have the options to pick.
Oh, okay.
You can pick the area, but the exact unit you have to ballot for.
Oh, yeah.
Then some people get really bad units. And then people are like, no, I don't want the unit. And then
penalized.
You are penalized for that.
But that's not technically free house, right?
It is technically free because the way that you set up like the CPF system is set up is generally pays itself off. You don't have to worry about it. Like most people who
you contribute CPF, your employee also contribute CPF.
most people who BTO aren't thinking about how much it costs. Usually the first thing is
The location.
location.
Is it near MRT? You know?
Do I have someone to BTO with?
Yeah.
Who I BTO with? It's only when they find someone, then they finally BTO. And at that point, right, they don't think about the cost yet. They just want to know where they can BTO and how much they can get. It's like, I want to see what's my budget, like how much I can get. And then in that sense, like a lot of Singaporeans are like, I worry about housing price, not because I cannot afford a house, but because I cannot afford the house that I want to flip.
Wow, yeah.
Okay.
That's a whole other topic, man. Flipping and shit. Wow.
And it's like, if the value is not good enough to flip, maybe I shouldn't actually BTO. But that's what the government has been
That's the
trying to
Singaporean
stop.
dream, man.
Yeah, that's the Singaporean.
You know, there's an American dream and there's a Singaporean dream. Singaporean dream is all about flipping houses.
So, in that sense, right, Singaporeans are the only people that I think are willing to say no to a free house. If you give them a free house that's really shitty, they'll say no because I cannot sell it for more.
I see. Then would you say like people will be considered NPCs if they only think of the Singaporean dream?
Actually, yes. Yeah. Like if you think of if your first thought of buying a house is to rent out to people, flip and make more money, get a new house, you're just basically another NPC. Most people don't seem to want to get a house because they want to have a place of themselves, or they want to like build. They want something that is permanent and theirs.
I see.
It's always to get something better.
It's like what just now we were discussing, right? Like just now we were scrolling TikTok, right? Then we saw this noisiest massage ever in Thailand. So it's like a massage rave. So you go inside massage, right? And got rave and got DJ, everything. And then he's like, why Singapore don't have this kind of interesting thing? I think it's probably too expensive to try this kind of like experimental stuff, which is why the cost of failure in Singapore is very high. That's why probably it's safer to adopt an NPC lifestyle in Singapore. Do you agree?
It's safe, right?
Yeah.
Because like that's one thing I noticed also. Like there's a lot of comments from different DJs saying like, oh, every club in Singapore is playing the same thing. Because that works for the general crowd. And Singapore being so small already, like your general crowd is pretty much everybody else's crowd also. You know what I mean? So if someone finds a formula that works, definitely everyone is gonna be using the same formula.
And some more, you see, with rising costs, so more and more clubs close down, right?
Definitely.
But the DJs are getting more and more.
Oh,
so
yes.
if you don't play this sound, they can just hire another person that they can play this sound.
The same exact thing.
Then you just no job at home and proclaim that you are like a purist.
Yeah.
Just mentally masturbate to the idea that you're a purist. Yes, I'm so pure. I never take anyone else's gigs except mine.
Yeah, but then now there's also musical collectives, underground clubs that can give these purists a platform, which is good. So it kind of break us out of this like typical Singaporean mold or NPC mold.
Okay, actually should not like talk too bad down to the purists. Because like honestly, some of the purists are like some of the people who are super pure about what they want to do are good.
Create one of the best events, right?
You give them the platform, they really can create a good event.
Yeah. It's like something you never ever think of, like confused soup. Now got what? Confused sandwich, right? The next edition. Yeah, we're like giving them free promo, man. This is a pretty interesting event. You'll go check it out. Yeah, so the third reply that I saw in that subreddit, right, is somebody saying, Singaporeans emotionally repressed or just efficient? Yeah. It seems like we are all non-confrontational introverts, typically, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's the Asian culture in us for being a little more conservative.
Actually, I think it really is the Asian culture.
Or more like, I don't argue with you, then I, the
like
time that I spend arguing with you,
effort.
I can do OTs,
Yeah, it's like
right.
the always like the constant feeling that your time can be much
better
utilized.
Shit, that's me. I want to make my turntablism routine, right? But no.
Yeah, like
I should spend that 1 hour to do sales calls instead. What the hell?
I mean, like, would you spend your time like trying to confront somebody when like that time can be better utilized to something else?
All those people that reply to comments,
something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, actually, yeah. There's another thing where a lot of Singaporeans don't partake in societal progression. Like they don't partake in social issues that they believe in or feel strong, even if they feel very strongly about. Some of them don't partake in it because to them, right,
They don't want to stand out, right?
it's not say don't want to stand out. It's like, why put in the effort? It's not going to happen. The government going to decide. Right? Yeah, like there's no reason to argue or fight over ideas. Just never mind lah. Let him be the bigger man.
I heard from somebody, right, he said that Singaporeans are very privileged to not really need to care about our political state.
Yes.
Right. In US, you in red or blue state, all these is damn scary one.
Very big factor.
Yeah. So apparently some of them, right, when they fly from overseas, right, then they have a layover, right, they try to avoid certain states. If not, right, because of whatever presidency, they might be affected, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll
for Singapore, you just come back home, then that's it, you know.
Actually, that's not actually true. Okay, so I'll just give you one really quick about politics, which is that in each state, yes, there's red and blue, but in each state, each county, right, some of it are very strongly red, very strongly blue. So that means no matter what you do, if you're in those counties that are strongly red, strongly blue, if you vote the opposite, your vote doesn't matter. You don't swing anything. Because you don't swing anything, your vote don't matter. Then there are only a few counties that swing left and right. So then that is the only places that actually matter. So when you think about it, right, majority of the people who vote don't actually matter because
they're not in the swing state.
They're not in the swing state.
Now we know what swing states
are. Not swing states, it's like even in the swing counties. So even if they say a swing state, like I think is California a swing state?
Shit,
I cannot remember. But let's say like California is a swing state, right? Maybe half the country on top votes only blue. Half the state votes blue, only blue. The other half votes only red. And then you have one tiny sliver of people who will swing the thing back and forth. So that like tiny 10% of people controls all the power of the state.
The tiebreaker.
Yeah. So there's just something that Singaporeans don't think about.
My initial impression of swing states, right, is just a very freaky state.
Like what? Swing party?
Yeah, like
Fuck you lah.
I think you mean the
You want to DJ for the swing states, bro? You want to DJ for the swing states?
I'm not gonna say no.
You want to DJ to a swingers party?
Yeah. Somebody who came up with a DJ gig, man.
States is like, wow, is it like a state full of swingers? Like, damn.
Whoa, I think you've been too long in the scene already.
Oh, damn.
You've been DJing for the wrong event.
Shit. Damn. No, not enough freakiness, you know.
So the next comment, right, that I noticed in this subreddit for the NPC Singaporeans, are we in control or just following the code?
You are in control. You are always in control.
Whether meritocracy in Singapore give people real agency, or is it just an illusion? Like no matter how hard you work, right, there'll be somebody's rich son will just be your boss.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely the case.
But does it matter?
But yeah, because
actually, like I said, does it matter? Like
because so many people, right, like they work for someone, then they're like, I'm sick and tired of working with someone already. I want to start my own business. Then you start your own business, you still have to sell a certain service, right, to a client. Then that client becomes your boss. So,
yeah, exactly.
Even the president of United States, the people is his boss, right? He's accountable to the people, right? So no matter what, right, it's like a cycle, you know.
Yeah.
This person is your boss, then this person is this person's boss, this person is this person's boss. Right.
Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, even all the DJ bookers you work with, all the events, they're technically your boss right now. Because if
DJ booking manager is my boss, and then the DJ booking manager also got boss, head of entertainment got general manager got one whole cycle.
The audience is everybody else's boss.
Yeah, the audience, the people. Yeah.
If the audience don't like what you do, you also got no job.
Yeah.
It's like they just fired you.
Yeah. So That's why. Like DJ booking manager book a DJ, then the audience never show up. Then everybody asks the DJ booking manager, hey, why you do that? You know?
Yeah. So actually,
so there's no end basically.
Yeah, there's no end. Like a lot of people criticize the 9 to 5, right? But they don't realize that actually if you work 9 to 5, right, your life is actually really simple and like really easy because you don't have to fight for anything. You don't have to think too much.
Don't you care whether the company profitable or not?
Actually, you kind of have to do. Depends on your role. But
I would say like what they value the most is stability.
Yeah, but a 9 to 5 is more stable than being your own boss.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why people value the stability over the possible kind of growth.
But I don't know why everyone's convinced that being your own boss is more stable. I think they just see the fact that you are not working on a Tuesday afternoon 2 p.m. and it's like, oh, that guy's drinking coffee 2 p.m.
No, but I think their rationale is, right, you be your own boss, right? You have the volatility of running a business versus you working for somebody else, which you can be retrenched anytime. Like you see the great resignation or great retrenchment or the tech companies, the FANG companies, right? Like previously we covered, like now all your like top computer science students are serving coffee in Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
Because of like the taking over of AI and everything.
Yeah. But that is if you work in like a very volatile industry.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is
that's
true.
Tech has always been very volatile. It's just people don't realize. They think it's just like 100K. But there are a lot of like jobs that are extremely stable, that roles that are 100% is needed. Like there is no way that you can outsource this or do anything, right? Like okay, let's talk tech, right? Tech is actually one small part of engineering.
Yes.
Right. So, but people don't realize that
There's
the whole
hardware.
there's hardware, there's software, there's like industrial embedded systems,
aeronautical.
Yeah. So all these things need people to maintain. To like maintenance is one of the things that for forever there will be a job for you, because maintenance is just something that every company needs.
Yes.
Right. Just how much you're getting paid for. That's the thing. But so.
If you work, robots to start doing the maintenance job.
Yeah, exactly.
No, then you have the people to maintain the robots. Yeah, you have people to maintain the robots. You always need something to maintain something. That's why these kind of jobs never end. Right? No job can be replaced by me as a robot, because then I will be maintaining the robot that maintains my job.
But I mean, there will be lesser people doing the job already lah.
That I got nothing to say. Right, that one I have no idea how to solve the dilemma. But essentially,
just be good enough to be the one who maintains the robots.
Yeah.
So that you don't get retrenched with the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always a choice. And then sure, you don't feel like there's it's worth working towards, but that also depends on what you're working towards. That's why I always say, like, the most important question is, what do you want? What is the end goal?
What do you want?
Yeah.
Because I think in our parents' time, right, it is very honorable to be loyal to a company. I think a lot of Japanese companies still have that loyalty to company thing, right? But slowly we realize anytime they don't like you, they can fire you, they can retrench you, right? Then the loyalty start to shift back to ourselves. So I think as companies, right, like let's just say you are a company owner, I think it's time to reframe your mentality on how you can serve the people working for you lah. Then they will be more willing to be loyal. Because the fact is, right, if you have somebody working with you for 5 years, then they hop to another company, right? Shit, you need to retrain another person. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Like literally, and
But most
retraining
of the
is a lot
time,
of
some
cost.
companies don't really look into that.
Retraining.
We need to retrain somebody, you know what I mean?
Wow, shit, then
it,
how?
It means like they already see you as disposable.
Whoa!
But that they don't really consider like, oh, damn, like I need to retrain somebody after I fire this guy. You know what I mean?
They just close the division.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They need to struggle with the person with the lack of experience. Or,
Yeah.
you know
Because like they don't. Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like key personal failure. Like there's always one guy, right?
Key man failure. Or
Yeah,
something,
like your failure point is just one key person, and then if that guy quits, right, your whole process just crashes, and then you need to take
it's like one
months
fella
to
tank 3 people job, something like that.
yeah, that kind. And then okay, actually that's the thing. A lot of companies think that this guy he performed damn good. Let's just
They keep him there.
They keep him there, give him more work. Oh, you can do this well. Yeah, you keep adding more, and then at some point, right, he just breaks because he cannot handle
everything.
Yeah, and then
when he breaks, the whole department also starts falling apart.
And then a lot of managers will be like, what you're doing so well. Why you break so all of a sudden? And it's like, bro, I'm doing well, right? Because it's the level I can cope. But you keep giving me more until I break. So like your best performing employee, don't just keep giving him more stuff. Ask like lower down the stuff, because if he can perform well at that level, it doesn't mean he can always add more. It just means that is his potential. It's just,
but it takes 2 hands to clap though.
Yeah.
He also has to set his boundaries also.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I'm curious, like when clubs have certain DJs, right? Like maybe when you were still actively like doing guest nights, right? Was there anything such as like a DJ loyalty kind of thing? Like, I'll only call you in to guest DJ back then?
Not really lah.
Or it's like anybody else can also play this genre. I'll get somebody
I
else.
guess it's also about like personal relations lah. Because when you book somebody, right, you are technically working with the person, and then you need to be able to live with the person, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I whenever I book people, right, then I'll be like, okay, I just want a best DJ. But then as I start to do back-to-back nights, right, I literally have to stare at your face for 4 hours, yeah. So
true.
it helps, right, if you are a good DJ, but that's not the end all be all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you have to be a personable person. My friends need to like you, your friends need to like me. Okay, let me rephrase that. Your friends need to don't hate me, my friends need to don't hate you. You know, minimum
the bar has been
standard.
lowered.
Minimum standard, you know, it's more important about the working because we are not robots, you know.
Yes.
A lot of the issues that rise, right, in any workplace, right, is all human issues, communication. Yeah, so I think that is the number one thing that needs to be squared away. Skills can be learned, trained. Yeah,
Exactly.
But personal skills need time to like cultivate lah.
yeah, interpersonal and then synergy and values also. Like for example, you are and me completely very different, right? Like you are an introvert. I like to talk a lot, right? And I like to do like crazy stuff. You're more zen. But why we are hanging out, right, is because we have shared values. Because I feel deep down we are both nerds.
Yes.
You know, that's our shared value, right? See, he's also a nerd. Bacha is also a nerd. Harvey is also a nerd.
You know what? You just have a podcast of nerds. A podcast of music nerds that apparently run the music scene.
Yeah. So that's why we find each other is about that common value lah. After our dating podcast with Violet, yeah. So we learned that.
That's interesting.
So the last reply in that subreddit, right? They are questioning. So honestly, what's wrong being an NPC? You know, just do your standard job and then whatever free time you have, claim as much free time as you have, don't OT, and then lead the life you want in your free time.
Yeah, sounds like an ego issue.
It's an ego issue.
I agree.
Like, well, I want to like one up you, I want to do better than you.
It's like some people
Hey,
always
my son earned 100k, your son earned how much? Whoa.
Exactly, they're constantly comparing themselves to someone else so that they can one up them. Then they feel like nothing is ever enough.
Actually, I still remember there was this phase, right? I don't know why for a few weeks. Everyone on the Singapore subreddit was talking about like, I don't feel like I'm good enough in life. I progress far enough. My coworkers all like that. And then eventually at some point, right, the top comment is always, comparison is the thief of joy. It's been repeated so many times that like people are like just sick and tired of just people saying, I don't feel that I progress far enough. Like, comparison is the thief of joy, you fuck ass. It's like, stop comparing yourself.
Could this be why, right, Singaporeans like to see fail content? Like when people fail, they're like, nothing cracks a Singaporean up, right, more than other people's failures.
Yeah, it's like the kind of like you are suppressing like someone's kind of like failure.
Yeah, like
you feel like, haha, you're not above me, you know. Yeah, but it is, although it's like a very toxic mindset, but like it's inherent in, I would dare say, human culture sometimes.
I think it was a lot more inherent like back in like the early days of the
slapstick
internet.
comedy, somebody smack only, they're like, you know. Yeah, because like someone's demise might be entertaining to others, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like that. But in the long run, depreciating humor.
Decrepit. I cannot pronounce that.
Yeah. It's like Conan O'Brien, you know, Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It lasts lah. Like that's why they did a breakdown, right? Conan O'Brien versus Alan, where Alan is always making humor at the expense of the guest, whereas Conan is just making fun of himself. Self-depreciating humor. Yes. Yeah. So okay. So rather than risk being an NPC, right, would you guys consider resignation?
Wow.
Yeah, because I recently met a friend. He's like, hey, this job is not me. You know, I rather resign than lose myself. Yeah. But then the thing is, like, would you all like, I'm about to lose myself, let's just straight away resign? Or will you come up with like some concrete plans first, got enough save up before do anything reckless? Tahan a while, you know, endure the pain of being an NPC.
Yeah, I think as we mentioned just now, stability is very, very important.
Especially in Singapore, to Singaporeans. And our parents inculcate that in us.
Yeah, so like if you have enough savings to stabilize you while you find another job, yeah, I mean, why not, right?
Right.
But if you don't, then essentially it's like a kind of suck thumb kind of moment lah.
Yeah. On LinkedIn, I saw some CEO, right, that left his previous company to seek other opportunities. He said he applied to 100 places, right? Then 5 people accept an interview, then none of them accept him. So even for CEO level, it's also like so damn difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then if it's that tough already, then it's like some people will see like what's the point? You know what I mean?
Because
So
it's a lot of the fact that not even whether you are good enough, it's whether people think you're good enough.
yes,
Yeah.
the impression.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't quit. Like,
Right, safe Singaporean safe side, bro.
no. It's just that my job doesn't make me feel like an NPC.
Okay. Yeah.
The whole thing is just that I've been working towards not trying to be an NPC.
Right.
But
we're saying if your job make you feel like an NPC,
okay.
will you quit?
Actually, no, I wouldn't quit. Because like to me,
You just don't take OT lah. Just don't take up OT lah.
There's a lot of ways to mitigate the issues of your job. But I would quit lah if, say, like the job conditions are not good enough. Right, like if you're asking me to work 14 hours a day, no OT, but you're paying me like 10K, you know what? Maybe I might actually just quit because like I'd rather find like a job with like less responsibility, even
less
though
money.
Yeah, less money because I don't need that much money.
Right.
My level of desire is not that high, so I don't really need such a high paying job.
I think also creativity plays a strong role. Like in my job, right, we are working like maybe 11 hours a day, but 4-day work week. And then I have a 1 hour break, right? Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I feel like a routine, man. Let's just run back home and have lunch with my girlfriend. Yeah, and luckily my job is damn near. It's like walking distance away. Yeah, so I guess it's like about how you creatively switch up your routine so that you feel in control. And then you feel like you are leading a meaningful life. And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you find the meaning in your own life.
Yeah.
Create.
Yeah.
Create your own meaning.
Yeah.
Very human thing.
All right. Thank you so much for this episode. Awesome. See you guys in the next one.